Hello, let's talk today about scheduling an email. This is a nice feature that Gmail has just rolled out recently, and it can come in pretty handy. So here I am in my inbox. If I want to start a new email, obviously I can click compose, or as you might know, there is a keyboard shortcut, C, which I cannot recommend enough. Makes your life so much easier. So I'm going to close that for a second and show you where you can enable that keyboard shortcut. So the gear in the top right, settings, and then you scroll down to where it says keyboard shortcuts. Make sure that's turned on if you want to use keyboard shortcuts. Gmail has also rolled multiple signatures now that you can choose from every time you send an email. Might be useful if you're sending a lot of email to students and you want your signature to appear as Mr. Berlingeri instead of Jonathan. I don't do a lot of that, so I just have my one default signature and I leave that. So if you want keyboard shortcuts on, the settings again, and then keyboard shortcuts on, and then scroll to the bottom and click save. Because I haven't changed anything, I have to click cancel. So then, if I want to type an email, I tap C, and it opens up my email, and it automatically puts my cursor in the to field. So I can fill out the to field, and then I can just hit tab when my name appears automatically, and it'll put it in, and tab again to bring me to the subject. So I'm going to send myself a reminder email to do whatever, and I can tab again and get to the body of the email. So there is a plugin that does this too called Boomerang, which is what you see down here, the send later. But now Google has baked this right into Gmail. So the little drop down beside send, just like Classroom, and schedule send. And then you could pick a date and time at which it could go out. So this I use when I'm working outside of quote unquote school hours and I'm emailing a colleague, but it's not something pressing. And I want to do my best to make sure that they have their downtime and then on school time. So I'll time it for the start of the next school day and say, hey, when you have a second, can you do this for me? Or it's quite useful for reminders for yourself sometimes. So sometimes if you get an email in your inbox and you can't deal with it right now, forward it to yourself at a later date, and then it'll pop back up in your inbox later on. So that's the scheduled send in Gmail. Nice little trick. Hope it's something that you find useful. If there's anything I can do to help, don't hesitate to reach out.